Mason, I know this is obviously not the way you want the season to end, but a lot of players would love to be in the spot you guys were in today. Just what are the thoughts right now?
I'm really happy that we were able to make it here. Yeah, this is not how we wanted it to end. We wanted to win and go on and win the whole thing, but West is a really good team, and today we just couldn't beat them.
You say you scored a touchdown in the state semifinal. Take us through that play.
Play call, I knew I was probably going to get the ball. All I knew is I had to get just a little bit of separation, and Alex would put it right there, and what do you know, he did. He's always good like that. He always puts it right there in the basket for me, and I was able to get a touchdown.
What was their secondary doing that gave you guys trouble in the passing game today?
Their safety, Brady Lightout, is a really, really good player, and he was right there for a lot of the passes, and just all their backs are just really, really talented people.
When you look back on this year and this experience, what are you going to remember?
The family that we have here in Underwood and just the experience of the Dome. It's an honor to be able to make it here, and sadly we could not come away with a win.
All right, Alex, I know it's a tough loss, tough way to end the season, tough way to end your career. Where are the emotions right now?
We left it all out there. It's nice to get over the hump after those past 2 years, so it's a glad we made it, but also a disappointed finish to the season.
Offensively, things were a struggle early on. I guess, how frustrating was that?
It's obviously pretty frustrating. We couldn't get the run going, couldn't get the pass going. They were able to shoot our gaps on run plays and stay in the passing lane, so it was just tough across the board, and they did a great job.
Yeah, defensively, in their secondary, they were all over your receivers all day. What were you seeing from them?
They just seemed to be a step ahead. They were always in the way. They were physical. They were big. They were fast. Everything you'd want in a DB, and they executed perfectly.
Doesn't take away from the success you guys had this year. What does that mean when you reflect on this year? What are you going to remember?
We laid a great foundation for the future of Underwood. We came through. We made the playoffs 4 straight years, 3 quarterfinals appearances. Won one of those, so it's just great to come in, make school history. I think I'm like a 30-win quarterback, so it's been pretty amazing.
Yeah, and it's an end to a great prep career. Speak to that in your time the last 3 years.
Yeah, there's nothing more you can really ask for in a career. Obviously, you'd want to go to the state championship game, win a state title, but I put in a lot of work, and I've got to be happy that I made it here.
Coach, I know this is always the hardest part of the season, but what a year it was. What'd you tell the guys?
I just told them I loved them and I appreciated them because I do. I talked to the whole group, but the seniors especially, just thanking them for buying into this program and getting us this far, carrying us this far. 2 years prior to that, when they were in 7th grade, I think we were 2-7. And then they enter the program and they go 38-6 in their career. And that's a testament to just how competitive they are and how good of football players they are. And I guess the message just to everybody as a whole was don't be satisfied. I told them, if you're satisfied with where we're at, then we're not on the same page. And I think they understand that, and they know what the expectation is.
The way West Sioux plays and how explosive they are, how much did it hurt you guys to not get off to a great start?
Good starts are crucial in any game. The further you get, the more crucial they're going to be. And we knew the firepower they had on offense. We're familiar with them just through playing the last couple years. In hindsight, I wish we would have got off to a better start. Offensively, we never got in rhythm today, and we didn't necessarily put ourselves in great spots. So, West Sioux had a lot to do with that, and we obviously know going into the off season, we've got some things to work on, and as a staff and as a group, we'll meet that head on.
What were they doing defensively that was causing you guys problems?
I thought they controlled the line of scrimmage at times, or most of the time. I didn't think we ran the ball effectively well. I think we had some shots in the passing game. I think we had some uncharacteristic drops. We hit one explosive play. We had a few more. We just couldn't sustain anything or put 2 plays together. So, just wasn't our day today.
For you guys, Boothby had the long touchdown catch in the second quarter. I think he cut it to 17-7, but how'd you feel about things at that point in the game?
I think, the way we were giving them really good field position, and the defense, once we got our feet underneath us, the defense was, getting some key stops, held them to a field goal, obviously, that one possession. We felt like we'd get a few more stops. We kind of had our offense rolling at that point, get maybe our offense back on the field right away, and I think they went down and scored that next drive. So just like I said, they're a really, really good football team, and a lot of the way we played today was predicated based on how good they are. So
Seemed like early on the ground game had some struggles. How tough was that then, knowing that you guys had to lean on the pass?
That's what we strive for. We strive to be balanced. We try to do both. Up to this point in the year, we were able to do that. They negated our run game pretty good tonight, and that's a credit to them. Like I said, I think we had some shots in the passing game. We just didn't have enough consistency across the board to carry any momentum.
They've got skill guys all over the place. What were they doing offensively that were giving you guys trouble?
Well, just the multitude of guys they can get the ball to. I don't think it's I think a large part of their success, obviously, is just the guys on the field have so much experience. I mean, they've been in these games over and over, year in and year out. They're so talented, and there's so many guys that can make plays. It's hard to account for everybody, and I think they're an offense that once they identify a weakness or maybe an area that defensively we're not strong in at a particular time, they find it, and that's a mark of a really good team, really good staff.
You had it. It was 23-7, but you were going down there, and it looked like you could have got it within 9 late in the second quarter, and then you had a guy fall down and slip. I mean, you still had to feel like if you could score there, you're still in the game, right?
Without a doubt. Just unfortunate. I think it was Mason that slipped. I think we had him open for a first down had he stayed on his feet. Those things happen in football. Unfortunately, the breaks didn't necessarily go our way today. Again, they had a lot to do with that. But it was good experience for a lot of our guys. And like I said, hopefully, we're in a position like this again someday, and that'll pay off.
Not in 20 years, though, right?
I would hope it's not 20 years, yes.